Shop Amazon for last minute gifts. Great deals for everyone on your list. Gifts for mom and gifts for dad. Even for your sister and your brother Chad. Ah shoot, we didn't realize we were supposed to get a gift for our dog walker guy. We almost forgot about our dentist Dr. Kerr. We didn't expect to get a gift from her. Or our cousin, I forget his name. He got us something nice, better reciprocate. For last minute deals on gifts for people you forgot. Get fast and free shipping at Amazon.
Everyone deserves a chance in the driver's seat. For GM and Revolt, that means leading the way on the road to an all-electric future and envisioning a world with zero crashes, zero tailpipe emissions, and zero congestion. GM's committed to making EVs accessible for everybody. That means you too. So what are you waiting for? GM's got the keys. You grab the wheel. Learn more about an all-electric future and the 000 initiative at gm.com. GM, everybody in.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Rez.
It's your girl Ivy.
And it's your girl Daaj. And on this episode of the Carefree Black Girl podcast, we talk about Beyonce's performance of a lifetime at Coachella, all the good music that's out now, and the good music king himself, Kanye West, America dropping bombs literally in the continuous power outages in Puerto Rico, and the 30-day self-care challenges that we set for ourselves. Stay tuned, ladies.
You are now tuned into the Carefree Black Girl podcast, where we discuss everything carefree black and girl. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
What's up?
Can I just tell y'all, like, you know how we do this every episode, discuss everything carefree black girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody yesterday during the interview.
Oh my gosh.
The lady asked me, like, you know, what do we discuss? And usually that should be like the first thing that comes to mind. My mom would blink, but shout out to Pod and Live because I was lit.
That's why your mind was
like a perfect answer.
That would have been a perfect answer, but I was lit.
Oh, that would have been cute, yeah.
No, Pod and Live NYC link up. It was at Vaughn in Greenwich Village. At least that's what my Snapchat filter said. That shit was lit. It was fun.
It was fun.
We had a great time dancing and socializing. I really had a good time.
Was there a lot of people?
A lot of people.
Yes.
We missed you.
Yes.
Oh, I missed y'all, but I'm glad y'all was there to represent. I know y'all held it down.
Yes, we had our little names, our little badge. You feel me? I was like,
I felt important.
so
right,
cute.
you
That's
know,
so cute.
I think Jonathan Minna was there.
Yes.
We did an interview with Little Miss Entertainment, I believe.
Yes.
So it was real cool, and I was happy, like, podcast audio, that's my favorite medium. You know, there's different like forms of media. That's my favorite. So to see like people of color socializing and like doing live recordings, and like, so that there's a tech aspect there, you know, like that all came together. And this is, don't get it wrong, like this is a white male driven thing, sport, hobby, whatever you want to consider podcasting. So it was good to see
People, us
us
really thriving in the room. So shout out to Queen and Jay. I believe they put that together.
Yep.
So shout out to them. They did an amazing job.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to One Boob at a Time. I met them.
One
that was
Boob at
cool. And the whole uprising. I
a
definitely
hoe.
gotta listen to them.
Yo, shout out to Sam.
They was off rip. They was spicy and I liked it.
Yes.
They were. I love, you know, they had their little stickers on.
Right,
NYC
with the
condoms. I
condoms.
was like, okay,
Who's
yes.
that? Are they two girls?
No, it's about 4 or 5 of them.
It's four girls now, but it's created by the host. Her name is Sam. They've been around for like a couple years now, and the whole uprising is a real good, like, fun
Cute.
show.
One boob at a time.
Another real fun show, and it was a lot of women of color in the
Yes.
room and their shows and their ideas. So shout out to us producing
Hello.
all the time. It was fun.
Shout out to Quana for bringing us to that circle.
And Wise, okay,
yes.
because indie
Creative Networks. But do y'all want to get into the Carefree Black Girl Moment?
Oh,
Yes. Let's talk about Beyonce.
Beachella.
And
Let's get
this
to the money. I'm sorry.
Performance of
Girl,
a lifetime.
I'm still so disappointed that I've only been able to see clips.
Change your
Right,
life.
me
You're not the
too.
president of the Bronx Club.
I
wonder-
am.
No, you know what? I didn't look. I was trying
Every
to
link
get on
I
that live
clicked
stream.
was like
It
dead end.
It wouldn't
I
work.
am gonna
I
send
just fell
you the
asleep.
WeTransfer file, and
Yes.
if whoever's listening, I will save that and I will send it to you.
Because
Email us,
there is,
and I will
it is
share
out
it.
there. The whole performance is
whole
out there somewhere.
one
Okay,
clip.
Yeah, you gotta send it. Yes, you have to.
I just finished it last night with my sister, and I think that's what's making me glow. Like I'm so
Right,
just
because
like
Rez is definitely glowing today.
You look so good. Your eyebrows.
Yeah.
I got it threaded, hoe.
Hey. Yes.
It was yeah.
Look what Beyonce does to you. That's
and
amazing.
It's because I really felt at home at her performance because I attended a HBCU. I graduated from an HBCU, and I noticed last night it restored my love for what I loved about HBCU. So for those who know, I attended FAM, and, you know, I was there when the Robert Champion situation happened. So I saw the before, the during, and the after. And I remember when the Marching 100 was coming back and SGA was trying to figure out, like, how to, like, promote them again. I'm like, we should do, like, a request. And I requested Countdown. So for me to see her do Countdown with a band with Mad Rattlers, and that Mad Rattlers was performing, like, I got the shout out to all the Rattlers who was in that, like, who probably had to throw their phones away for like 2 weeks because they were like working with the queen and she wasn't playing no shit. Like, shout out to them. So it was just really fun because I saw her do everything I've loved. The swag surf, the swagging, the surf.
That was epic. All them people. That was epic.
I'm just so mad I wasn't there. On the run, she better bring out. On the run
She
too, she better.
will.
I need her to bring out.
I'm
She
curious.
won't
I think
kill
it's
it.
gonna be different. I think
Did you
I
go
hope
to the
so.
first one?
I went to the first one.
Yeah, so which was amazing. I had an
The
awesome
best concert
time.
I've ever been to in
I
life.
had an awesome time. So
I miss her so
I'm
much.
pretty sure, especially after this performance and all, like, the uproar behind it, I'm pretty sure on the run tour is going to be just as amazing.
I think
So
it's gonna
I'm
be
excited.
amazing. I think it's gonna just be a little different. I
Right.
feel like this was just her. It was her homecoming. You know, she was her own drum major, and
Right.
there are not many female drum majors, and majority of them are not at HBCUs. I'll say that. So for me to see her in her hi hat, you feel me, sis? Okay, like y'all have to understand where I come from.
I need to just watch the performance because I feel like I can't even bask in it because I just seen like the
Me
clips and I'm just
then
so
last
depressed.
night, I think last night they streamed it too, and I
No,
didn't
they didn't, 'cause I
they-
was
what?
looking.
Oh, they didn't.
They
Oh,
did not.
Okay, I thought
They did not stream it, but it was the same thing, but different outfits. Did you see
Right.
the
Right,
different
the
fits,
pink.
Which I
Daaj?
loved.
I loved her in the yellow. I mean, I love her in anything.
I loved the yellow. I love that look, but I think the pink was so. First of all, pink is my color right now for the
Okay.
season, and I think it was just so flirty. She looked so young with that ponytail. It was so big and just bold. She looked bad. I love the pink.
And-
The yellow was bomb, both of them, but the pink
And then
was
even with the
definitely-
Destiny Child reunion,
Yes.
Right?
That
So
was
you guys know
everything.
the
I would have
first-
passed out if I was there.
Yeah, the
Yo,
first
I would've
concert
passed
I've
out.
ever been to was a Destiny's Child concert.
Really?
It was the Destiny's Fulfilled.
Oh, that's awesome.
Tour.
You know what?
The
Because
ending.
I love Destiny Child so much, but I never saw them perform.
It was amazing.
Which is
it was
crazy.
The first, I think I had to be. I remember it was the day I came back from sleepaway camp. Had to be like 5th grade, or so I had to be like 10, and I really I remember the concert, but the one part really that sticks out to me is when Kelly was singing "Bad Habit" and this beautiful white gown, and it was just her on stage. I remember when they was doing "Can You Keep Up," but that's the one thing to me. You would think it would be Beyonce.
Yeah, Kelly whipped her little moment. She had some more singing time, I noticed. And when they did Soldiers, Kelly was coming for them. Okay,
Yes.
so look out for the Destiny's Child. I look forward to seeing that. If they do, I know they've been talking about. I heard rumors
She looked ready in those clips. I could tell Kelly was on her.
Kelly
A
looked
game.
ready.
And shout out to
Nah.
Michelle. She
Shout
just
out to
got
Michelle.
Shout out to Michelle.
engaged.
Michelle
Just got
was-
engaged.
Michelle was good.
So
Because
shout out to
the-
that.
The memes I saw was just
I just feel like everybody please stop.
I know.
no, but
hate-
I mean, we
hate
should, but it's
Michelle
still funny.
slander.
It's still hilarious. We shouldn't
Sometimes
slander
it
another
be
black
funny,
woman.
but
First of
nah,
all,
it
I've
is
met
not
Michelle in
cool.
person, and I think
Nah, it was the.
I don't want to talk. No, let me explain this
Okay.
moment. It's really a carefree black girl moment. So, I worked for the Women's Center, and we had her. It was someone else who was supposed to come, but she was the person bailed, and we got her to come, and we had red carpet, and she started walking down. I guess she wasn't ready, so she didn't know she was supposed to walk down the red carpet, but it led to the stage, and she was almost going to go around the side, and we had to stop her, like, no. And it was just, to me, like, kind of really showed who she was before she even got on the stage and participated in this panel, because this was for you, but you walked away. Why did you go the other way? Like, you're you understand that you're taking this role as being the headliner, the head speaker. So I don't know. I hate to share that, but it reminds me of, like, I feel like also we tap into that in social media and just make her seem like the weaker performer of a Destiny Child, but she stood her own.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tone, one half of the best black movie review podcast in the world. Craig. This episode of the Blackbusters podcast is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just free shipping. Prime brings you closer to the things you care about today through shopping, streaming, and savings. For example, did you know that you can listen to your favorite podcasts, like ours, through Amazon Music? Yup. You can also watch your favorite movies, like the ones we review on Blackbusters on Amazon Prime Video. Yup. But it doesn't stop there. You can use Prime to get more out of your interests. From purchasing behind-the-scenes books about your favorite movies to listening to soundtracks of your favorite films. Yup, and yup. Whatever you're into, or just getting into, Prime can help you get closer to it. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to sign up. From movies and music to passions and podcasts, it's on Prime.
Like,
no, she
was
definitely
there.
stood her. We're not saying that she didn't. I mean,
after, like, understanding what she did at that event, and, like, from seeing that, like, I saw her as, like, a very talented woman. I do believe she can sing. I just feel like she doesn't have that diva. Not everybody has that diva moment where you know that you're supposed to, like, strut down. You understand? Sometimes you just trying to get on stage, you know, or everybody has their...
Yeah, she's humble, and maybe she's just not used to being, like, the biggest star always. And I wonder if all of, like, what people be saying on social media affects her. Like, yes. I know every star goes through it, but that's Destiny Child. Like, they're the biggest female group of all time.
I mean, but every celebrity
every celebrity, yes, they do.
And not every and the thing is, I don't think that anyone was coming at, I mean, in the memes I saw, they were just comparing her to, like, I think when Kelly was there. Like, it was,
but even just in life in general.
But
I never. Nobody
but
never says
she
Michelle
was she was a
the number
star
one,
in gospel,
you know?
in that area.
Of course she
so
is.
it's like, you know, everybody had their own lanes. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is not going to be the Beyonce.
Yeah, and that's fine.
But at a time, I mean, I just found
right. But that's great. So you saying she was a nice person?
She was. I was gonna say, like, she told her story, how she got, like, she was in college and she was studying criminal justice, and, you know, her life just kind of went in, like, she auditioned and started moving into that direction. So she has the voice, she has the chops, she can blow.
Right.
You understand? And I love the fact that when Destiny Child first comes out, and the first person to sing in their little set is Michelle.
Right.
I saw even in the first night of Coachella, like, Beyonce holding her, like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Michelle. Like, you have to understand, I do feel like Beyonce has an appreciation that she has of Michelle in her group. Like, so.
Right. I love them. I love the sisterhood.
And we need to stop separating them. We need to stop picking who over who and just see them in their all in their own light.
And you know what? They're a great representation too, as well, of, like, carefree black girls and the diversity. And that was one of our questions on our Twitter chat. Like, how can we diversify the image? And like, even that, they're all different, but they're all carefree, but in their own different ways, you know. So that was kind of like my answer. Like,
that's fire.
Saying that we all need to look alike. Like, they all bad in it. Like, I'm pretty sure Michelle be going to church.
Michelle got a ring.
Killing them.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to that,
you know, and she's bad in her. Yeah, exactly, in her own way. Like, they don't have.
She's definitely bad.
But
the memes are still funny.
Okay.
I
So don't we have a carefree black boy of the week?
Yes, Kendrick. Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
Oh, because I said it. Everybody looked at me like,
No, I was.
like that was
All right, Kendrick. Yeah. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
He got a Pulitzer Prize for his album Damn.
Awesome. First rapper to do that. That's a big
Now
thing.
that is fire though.
Yo, shout out to the
awesome.
person who entered his album into
Right.
that, because I do.
Who were previous winners? Do you guys know?
He's the
Like,
first
for-
rapper. Yeah. So that's usually for authors. Yeah. So
Wow.
So that's amazing. You know, I don't know why I always think now, like, since Kendrick won it, I always think of Jay-Z and his accolades and things he's won. I don't know if it's because of ever since, like, this past Grammys, they were not put up against each other, but y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They
Right.
were both nominated for a lot of the same categories, and like how Hov took nothing home and then Kendrick took a lot home. So now every time Kendrick wins something, I'm always very happy. I love Kendrick, but I always just think of
I just feel like I
Jay-Z.
miss, like, I appreciate Kendrick, but I feel like I missed that wave. Like I feel like when Kendrick was coming up, I was heavy on Drake, so that now, like, I feel like I missed his whole journey. Like,
Really?
I really, it was
I
just
almost,
like, dang.
I got close. I would say I wasn't on Kendrick until Mad City. When I mean, I'm a mid, so I got friends who listen to this. They tried to drag me to a Kendrick concert, and I said no. And I was in a bad state in my life where I just
Right.
wanted to be a loner. But then I got Mad City, Good Kid, Mad City, and
which is amazing.
Changed my
I
life.
went to the Damn tour and it was still lit, but I'm just like, dang, I don't know none of these songs. Like, I missed his whole
The
journey.
only time I saw Kendrick live was at Powerhouse, and you know what? He was the last person to go, and they had Future go right before him. Like, Future was the second to last person to go. And why majority of the whole freaking Barclays Center left after Future? I was so mad because, like, I love Kendrick and I was excited to see him. And I hate when people do that because I know an artist still gonna do their thing, you know, and they've had worse
Girl, you ain't go
moments.
down
But it's
and
just
just
like,
take they
dang.
seats?
No, I was cooling. I was chilling. But still, I was like, dang, that's messed up. But he still came on and still had his energy. Like, shout out to him for that. Like, of course, you know, you still gotta perform through the bull.
Right.
But that, y'all, more than half of Barclays Center left after Future. Like, but speaking of Kendrick,
and
J.Cole just dropped this surprise album.
How you be like speaking of Kendrick and go to J.Cole?
Because I feel like they're kind of in the same category to me.
And no, I always
in the
put
same
them.
lane.
I put them close because they want to make music together. They have music together, and I hope one day we get to see this collab album that I've been hearing talks about. We've heard it in the past, but talking about schools, J. Cole was definitely on that school circuit, and they came to my school. He came to my school, and my whole entire crew camped outside of his tour bus, and we recited all the lyrics to his song because we were so dedicated.
That's fire.
No, he's that.
Now this KOD album like was really good from start to finish, no skips. I love the what is it called? The skits?
interludes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I love the interludes. I love the message. What really stood out to me that I didn't notice the first time when I was listening to it was when he was talking about taxes and just how we like pay all these taxes. We don't know where it's going because it's, you know, we're not seeing the benefit. We're not seeing how people reap the benefit from like taxes in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
I give the state of New York money. I'm not used to that. I'm from Florida. We don't do that shit. Okay.
Y'all don't pay state
No,
taxes?
we don't got no fucking
Oh,
state
y'all only
taxes.
pay-
We live off of tourist dollars, okay, and gas. Shout out to Disney, dead ass. That's one of the reasons. If they change it up on us, I won't be surprised. Florida is the swing
Someone
state.
said that to me too, and I'm like, so y'all only get one Fed refund back.
And I always have to pay. It's not much. I literally pay a couple, 20, 30, whatever. But I'm like, MTA ain't get no better.
At all. You know what? Who do we talk to about this? Like, because this is not right. We go to jail if we don't pay.
We don't pay.
if we do pay, we still don't reap the benefit.
Let me understand this. You mad at me because I jumped the turnstile to get closer to rats and piss? Like, come on. Come on.
$100. That's kind of reaching. Like,
that is
take this
$100.
$275 that I got. I just ain't want to pay today. And let me go, please, sir. $100? Like, no way.
Like,
No,
I'm
no way.
on the train. I don't got no damn $100 to give y'all. Like, but I think they changed that law anyway.
I think it's down to 50 maybe, but I just...
That is a damn weekly. No. I just feel like there should be more programs handing out Metro cards. Like, I really just think that because they just keep raising the fare, and it's so I remember when I only needed to make sure I had $2 to get home.
It's $1 for the bus in Rochester. Like,
wow.
$1 to get on that bus and get to where you gotta go. Like, it is amazing. Like, I always say, that's one of the things I love about New York. Like, when you get here, you get your plane land, your bus get here, whatever. You just need that $275, and you could go anywhere. Like, you could be very independent in this city, like, as opposed to when I go to Atlanta or other places. Like, you get out and you in the middle of nowhere, like, you gotta get you a car, you gotta get a cab somewhere. So that is like a plus to New York, but that train is
yeah, but shout out to Cole for making us think of other things in our city that needs fixing with these tax dollars.
I mean, he knows the city. This is all about him. Did you, you know, like, he is a boy from the South who came up here and had to get used to this quick city. He did something in Battery Park, or no, Gramercy Park, I think.
Right.
He did a pop-up.
With no phones, no bags. I wonder how that went.
I heard that was crazy.
I wish I could have went. That's all.
This episode is brought to you by Undeniably Dairy. Dairy farmers are more than farmers. They're climate caretakers. They see water as a precious resource. Most farmers recycle water up to 4 times, from chilling the milk to irrigating their crops. And some even use technology to turn manure into renewable energy. To learn more about what dairy farmers are doing to make their farms more sustainable, visit usdairy.com.
Awesome, yo, that he's still, like, level-headed, I guess. I wonder, like, I never saw him live, so
I
still
remember
need
when
to
he was
experience.
doing the dollar
I
and the dream shows, and all you needed was $1, and I believe it was still at Gramercy. It was, I know it was somewhere on 14th Street.
I went to that in Dallas, and the story goes that I threw myself on the floor to get in, because I don't play. I'm such a J.Cole fan. When I said my friends, we camped it out. We wrote him like we had CDs for him. Like, we were like, sir, like, and then I drove one day I drove 2 hours to go see him. I wore all white. He saw me, I saw him. Like, so this time it was Dollar of the Dream in Dallas, and I had just went through a whole lot. All I know is that this man cut in front of me, and he was passing out wristbands. So if you got a wristband, you actually had the opportunity to pay $1 to get in. Mm-hmm. I let him cut in front of me, and he didn't give me a wristband. But let me tell you how reading is fucking fundamental. I read his badge. I saw him go, it was at House of Blues, so he was in that front porch, passing out wristbands to other people, his kids. I don't know. But I called him out. I said, Vincent, where's my wristband? Where's my wristband? I'm throwing myself on the floor. I want to see my favorite rapper. I'm throwing.
I can't even see like this.
No, dead motherfucking ass. Like, there's so much more to the story that like, literally, basically, I had just left the hospital. I had got hit by a car the day before. Like, that's how dedicated I was.
Yeah.
So I had my hospital band. So I'm literally throwing myself on the floor. Like, sir, I just left. Like, I'm just trying to see my favorite rapper. That's how bad I want to see my favorite rapper.
What
you
I love,
are so well poised, so I can't really imagine you throwing yourself.
Literally.
What I love about that story, though, like, it remind me kind of the old days. Like, I miss that thrill of, like, going to see your favorite artist. Like, now with social media, they so accessible. It's so easy to see them every day. But even how you was saying, y'all was writing letters. Like, remember Word Up magazine? They're writing letters to your rappers. Like,
I used
posters.
to
like, that was
love
a fire
B2K.
area.
They
like,
stayed on Word Up cover.
I think I used to write Bow Wow all the time, and look at him today.
Look at him today.
You probably still reading your letter.
Right. I think that was like such an awesome time, like, to be able, it was even concert tickets, like,
we're affordable.
It's so easy. Yeah, not even affordable, but as a child, like, maybe your parents used to have to buy them, so it was like a thing, and asking your parents, and they getting you your tickets, and you being all excited.
Now I remember I cried to go to Scream Tour, like, cried.
Yo, Scream Tour, I dead had a seizure when Omarion was my nigga in B2K. Who was your?
He wasn't B2K.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry. All I saw was Lil Fizz. I'm sorry. Like, I forgot all about Omarion because all I knew was that little with the waves with the ponytail. Like,
yo, Omarion was my nigga. He came out. I had a seizure. Scream Tour was everything to me.
Nah, I remember I told my mom, like, you don't love me because I really wanted to see it, and then I ended up going. So it was just like, I'm gonna use that line more often.
I definitely went to the Scream 5 tour in Miami, but again, I'm from
right.
So not only did Bow Wow, Omarion, B2K come out, but Pretty Ricky came out.
That would have been lit.
They was doing a little bit too much for these kids, so that's my Scream tour memory. Like,
I remember when Omarion dropped Naked, that album, I went that year too. Like,
that's Marcus Houston.
He got
Naked,
Marcus Houston. See, what the hell? I'm sorry. But he got naked on stage. Like, I remember
I
that.
love that song.
He got
that
naked,
song and Sex
like,
with You. Oh, Sex with You is like.
I got in trouble for
So talking about some like good ass music, J.Cole, Kendrick, and then I guess talking about good music, Kanye West and his Twitter rants. Kanye has been expressing himself this week or this past week, and we gotta appreciate that. I've been a big Kanye fan too. Unfortunately, I've never got to see him in concert, but I'm always concerned about him and his state of mind.
Wait, yeah, you follow him on Twitter?
Yes, I do. I do.
Him.
And the only person he follows on Twitter is Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
which is crazy, but
I gotta folw him.
I still can't believe they still together and they got 3 kids.
I thought they were facing a girl.
I try not to have an opinion because I don't really see nothing other than like the pictures that Kim posts or whatever, but I really wonder, like,
it's always
genuinely what's going on.
Him?
Yeah, like, or how is their interaction? How is their affection? It just
I will say he's a
off
Gemini. Like, so speaking from a Gemini's point of view, we really are 2 ends of the spectrum. Like, there's no middle ground for us. So, like, to me, Kanye is really the ideal Gemini. Like, when you see him spazzing out, like, those are moments that it's just like your mood could change, and it's not
like 0 to 100.
An adult should definitely be more like been able to control himself. And I feel like with Kanye, he uses this like I can do whatever I want kind of thing, and no, you can't, because you're still a black man and you need to be mindful of what J.Cole said, like the impact and like what you're kind of like saying. And even with the tweets, like I was all for the Dreamers until he went and backed this Candace girl who's a known Trump supporter, feels like black people use like slavery as an excuse. As an excuse. Hold on, I can pull it up. She thinks that Black Lives Matter activists are whiners. She lied about NRA support of blacks against the KKK. So it's just like, Kanye, before you endorse people, please, like, I don't know if you're just saying this just to feel like, hey, I want to be different, man.
Like to rebel, right? Like, are you? Because
he is a rebellious person, but
because those are serious things, and it's like. And that's something that you should take.
Donda West would not have that.
Yeah,
you don't have to speak for his mom. I'm not going to even speak on behalf of his mom because let her rest in peace. 1 and 2. I just think of like at the end of the day, she always knew that her child was a genius. Like we're going crazy over Beyonce bringing bands on. the stage. But Kanye brought fam to the Grammys way back in 2005, maybe. Like, so I feel like we still gotta kind of like see it, because there was a point where I was really sad. I didn't really like what did he come out with before Pablo? Yeezus? I
love the Yeezus.
Yeezus now I do, but like I felt like Pablo was really clear.
I like Pablo, but I didn't listen to it after I'm
I like
Yeezus.
Pablo.
I still listen.
I really did.
Like, I like the commercial songs of Pablo, but
I
like
liked
the
it
songs
all.
they played in brunch. But for the most part, like, I was good on Pablo. It just seemed all over the place, and that's just my opinion.
Graduation is my album, so
College
But that's again
what
look
I
at
put
the
on when
graduation
I
was actually
needed Kanye little session.
Graduation was actually really good, but I'm just saying, look how we can list all these projects of music that he comes out with. Somehow, some way, this man, he can go on a Twitter rant, but he could finish a freaking album and produce music. So what?
But
like,
we still have to hold him accountable.
we should, we really should.
Right.
Now his political, but should we hold him accountable, or do we have to even give him any? Like, do we have to give that energy? Like,
It's not even giving it energy, but this is like, it's not like he is Kanye West. So like, we speak about this all the time. Like, they may not ask to be put in these positions to speak for everyone else, but they do hold that power. And I feel like with Kanye, because he is a genius, he knows better.
so he's a genius and he has to be a role model.
No, not a role model, but like, that's like, it's different if you're just saying something that, how do I explain it? It's different if I'm just saying, I don't like, I think Trump is cool, right? But you ignoring everything that he's doing to condemn people of color, and you are a person of color. So it's just like, it has nothing to do with you making music. This is you as a black man in America
as a person,
first.
right?
As a
But
person first. And
then
it's just
you
like,
also hear
it's not
people-
even being on some role model shit. This is just common sense. Like,
But
It's common
ain't
sense,
too
but then
common.
you also hear people making fun of and joking of saying, how he in the sunken place and he lost and we've been lost him a long time ago. But then we also speak about how mental health and talking to people and seeking therapy, like, who really knows what Kanye is going through or like what goes on in his head. So like, I definitely hold him accountable, but now I just feel like it's kind of like another rant, like, oh, another Kanye moment. I definitely hold him accountable, but
if this was someone else, if this was a white person saying something like, oh, I feel like we would drag them through the mud, but because it's Kanye, we like, oh, we got to think about his mental health state and things like that.
Well,
Like,
he as an artist, he is transparent. He talks about how he's on antidepressants. He talks about how he goes to therapy and counseling. So yes, I appreciate this black boy
right.
for understanding how to take the steps. Now, I'm going through his Twitter right now. Obviously, he's working on something, and we know that. So, like you were just talking about,
So you think this is a public?
Cannot.
was saying that too, right? Like,
You
you
know?
go on rants and then sell something and collect Shaw coins. I don't know. I just got back on Twitter, so he don't have no presence on Instagram, so I don't really
And that's again why I
know
love
that
him.
correlation, but I'm excited for the album. Either way, I wonder what type of music it's gonna be since he doesn't have any singles out right now.
It was gonna be very soulful. I hope that they have a feature with Willow Smith, because Willow Smith and Cudi has a song together that I love called Rose. I think it's gonna be like a lot of bass, but because Cudi's voice is so like.
But that's two
right,
different
and it'll be
albums.
2 albums, right?
Right, because
the
Kanye's
joint
coming out
album,
with a solo, and then him
Kanye
and Kanye
and then
is coming out.
Kanye and
Yeah.
Cudi. Which
So-
I'm pretty sure will be fire, the joint album, and then the solo project will probably get to hear what he's been going through.
He's been in Wyoming a lot, so I just want to know, like, what's he doing in there. You know what I'm saying? He's opened up an easy headquarters in there, right? So that's what I'm just interested in what he has to say, but at the same time, like, he did rub me up. He did rub me like a wrong way, like, ew, like, out of all the people you gonna back, huh? So like, what I was basically saying was like, Kanye is just a supporter of Trump who, ain't a fan of us. He ain't a supporter of us. So it's just like, and now we about to go into like this whole World War III with like over the bombing of Syria.
Right. I was at dinner with I was at a birthday dinner this weekend. They were talking about that. Like, we about to go into war. I'm leaving the country, and that's what they said. Like, we bombed Syria. So I was never too big in history on, like, you know, allies and enemies, but I'm definitely like, what, Rez, could you tell us the backstory on it? Because I'm not trying to see no war happen. Like,
I mean, and it is triggering. That's sad because historically, Syria kind of triggered World War I when I believe like their prince was assassinated. So it's funny how like things are kind of replaying themselves. So
like, why did we bomb Syria?
So America is concerned about Syria having chemical weapons. Right now, Syria is going through their own like internal civil war. They have folks who are going against the government, and then they have countries around them that is pro the president himself. Of Syria and his stance to make sure that he civilized his people under his regime. So we, as a democracy, oftentimes America gets in trouble. I'm gonna say it, I don't care, in trouble for kind of putting their foot and their nose into different places. We are constantly trying to make sure people don't have nuclear bombs, but we have nuclear bombs, you know, or weapons of mass destruction, i.e. the war in Iraq, you know, like, so here's another example now. Trump is like, well, they have these weapons and they're using it against their people, and this is not how you do things, but America got bigger fish to fry.
Oh, wow. So that was just like something we just took on that
As
didn't have anything to do
always.
with us. Okay.
Not really. Not really.
Like, it has nothing to, mind you, Puerto Rico don't have no flag, no damn power, but we worried about what they using.
Right.
Over.
Again.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get America sometimes. And even like learning our history, it's like, bro, like you said, we are always in some shit that don't have anything to do with us. Like, I get it. We want to play, you know, Captain Hero and Captain Save-A-Ho and all that. But at the same time, I feel like the government is not really taking care of its people. Like, Puerto Rico is very much part of the U.S.
Right. Puerto
Rico's practically a state.
Right.
Water is still not clean. Like,
Flint,
it's
and
so, I
even
mean,
Detroit, I heard, is dealing
Flint?
with.
Yeah, Flint. It's so much going on in United States. Like,
The fact that they still don't have clean water is so alarming because that's a necessity. Like,
yes.
it's not, oh, we could live without water. Like, no, you need, that's a.
Not only is it a necessity, it's an act. There's a Clean Water Act,
Right.
you know, like, so when we're seeing our government being focused on the wrong things, it is alarming.
Syria.
Like, yeah, when you have an island that's practically a state that hasn't been able to be fully restored with their electricity and their power. You're turning a territory into a third world country.
right. And then with hurricane season about to
Approaching.
start very shortly, it's like you clearly don't have any action plan for like what's to come.
And we don't want
Sadly,
Trump to go
hopefully
back there
nothing
because last
happens.
time he was there, he was playing basketball with the bounties given into the people. So if we could get a different representative for America
Puerto
over to
Rico.
Puerto Rico, that would be splendid because I'm over it. And the other night, like, this girl wrote me and she was just saying like how her whole family like lives in Puerto Rico and that like what used to take her aunt like 30 minutes to get to work now takes her aunt 2.5 hours.
Wow.
How like losing the power, her grandmother's on life support. Like, she wrote this all to me at 3:00 in the morning. I was like, oh girl, this is heavy for 3:00 in the morning. But I felt for her, like, you know, like we talk about it, but there's really people's lives that are being affected. And
Such a beautiful place,
you know,
too.
and I'm
I
Puerto
can't
Rican,
even imagine
so it
how
hits
it
a little,
looks.
hits here in the heart.
It should. I'm Haitian,
Right.
you know, so and then I'm from Florida, so hurricane season is real. I will pick it over a snowstorm any day. Sad to say, but it is.
Yeah, I'll pick anything over snow.
Snow, ain't it?
Unless I have the opportunity to stay home, you know, during snow, because then I don't really like being wet either.
Just that cold.
Yo, but
I don't like to be
snow,
cold.
like,
regardless, they are both dangerous.
I don't
They
know.
are very
I'm
dangerous.
used to the snow, but when I hear of stuff like mudslides, That shit sounds scary as hell. Like a mudslide, yo. What?
No, what is like realistic? It's like flooding. You know, understanding that you're gonna open up your door and there's gonna be water everywhere, or there's already water rising.
Yeah.
Rest,
Thank God I
you
never
were telling
dealt
us
with that.
before about like different areas, racism, but like with
Oh yeah, there is
like areas that's prone to flooding, which is in usually Black communities.
yeah, eco racism.
Right.
Where
I remember you was telling me.
yeah, that's a really like important thing to me, and that's why I'm very concerned about Flint right now. Like I have always been like, what about this place that made it seem, and that wasn't even eco, but with Flint being a place where there was a lot of factories, you know, but even when the water was started, when the signs started showing, factories were closing down. They were just closing down because it was rusting their parts. But there are places in the U.S. where more Black people are located and they have some sort of some sort of health issue, whether it's all the Black people live under highways. Why is that? And then all the Black people have asthma. Why is that? Because there's highways, there's cars going up and down, exposing exhaust. And now you have kids outside playing. I've seen in Orlando, I've seen under the highway they put chess and checker chairs. So they be congregating right there. And it's a passageway or it's a pathway to, it might be something simple. It might be a 2-lane type of situation. Because again, this is not New York. Everybody got to drive.
Right.
You know, and it's just like, but that's where all the Black people are.
That's even like, I haven't watched it yet, but the documentary, somebody was telling me about the documentary What the Health on Netflix.
I haven't watched that yet.
And I don't remember if she said it was a Black community, but either way, it was just saying about how all the factories, like the farms where they slaughter the cows and stuff, and then how they grind them up and they spray that stuff like on their grass, so it's just constantly like in the air, so they have all those health problems from that, and how that stuff affects their water because it's going down the drains, and it's like they recycling animals, feeding it, and it's just like, ugh. I really want to watch that, even though I already don't eat meat. I still I'm interested to see, because I hear it turned a lot of people like immediately, or people that's already like trying to be on a journey, they say when they watch that documentary, they immediately just be like, oh, I'm turned off.
But like, even speaking of like just the health issues in this city, on a lighter note, I heard that they are now about to start banning this walking with cigarettes.
Ooh, thank God.
Thank
God.
Like, I think they're about to have like designated areas for like smokers.
That would be greatly
Which, because you
appreciated.
never walked behind a person that was smoking a cigarette.
Yo, and so many of them smoke cigarettes. Like,
Because
And
that
I think
used to
that's
be
also-
a thing.
I would love to see the day where it's like nobody smoking a cigarette, because it's always somebody interrupting
Remember
my
when
walk.
it used to be sexy to smoke cigarettes? Like, you would have the
You're a
women
kid.
on the TV. Back in the, well, not like back in the day, but real back in the day. Like
What you gotta
70s,
do? Oh, you
60s.
gotta hurry up and run and get in front of them, because when you behind them and that smoke,
You feel like
Exactly.
you're dying.
You
Like,
be
it
power
burns.
walking, get in front of them, give them a little look like, yeah, I gotta
smoking
get in
a
front of you.
stick of
You
cancer.
ruining my walk.
And then it'd be so dry and so heavy and so thick. It's just a lot. But I'm really happy for that. So if that's where our tax dollars
Yeah.
they be going to, I'm here.
Y'all
for that.
paint a little corner on the sidewalk to tell them people to be there, because cigarette smoke is just
It's
it
deadly.
burns my nostrils, and it's just
I don't know why we can't smoke weed walking down. Like, weed smells good.
so great.
You know? Like, the only green, you know.
But to go back to environmental racism or eco-racism, environmental racism, we have to pay attention to what we do, where we put our people, what places we invest into, because like that's a problem. And somehow, some way, why do people of color get affected by it? Why is this neighborhood, there's like Cancer Alley in Louisiana, the whole neighborhood, everybody has cancer because there are plastic factories nearby. Like, but the white people are up in a valley, you know, or the other, you know, those who are fortunate or have money are in a whole different location. They never come around.
That's crazy.
That's the America we live in. Racism is still alive. Kanye said it. It's true.
Yeah, that's why I always
Still
mention
alive.
too, like, it's so many levels to the Black race, and like the problem of us coming to a solution of like how we all gonna support each other and get along is it's so deep, and it's like it's not overnight, and I don't know if we'll see like a day when it's all just like Martin Luther King dream, just happy.
I feel
because
like we will, and
things
Solange
like-
album will be playing.
I hope so. I would love to see that day, but just
Right.
things like that, and just imagine being put up against that out of being somewhere where your water not clean. You know, they
Yes.
Or your air is not
imagine,
clean.
going through whole different problems that we going through.
I mean, in New York, though, I've never experienced clean air, so
That is a problem.
so that's
it's stank. Yes,
it
I
stinks here. It's
it
gray.
stinks so,
It's
like
so
garbage.
gray. Like when you go, like my mom lives in Florida. Like when I go anywhere outside of this city, it's like bright. The green is really green. The sky is really blue, and then
It's
you come
always
home,
it look gloomy, right?
It's gloomy
it just
and
be
gray.
looking cold, gray, dusty.
But that's why you have to take care of yourself.
right.
You do,
Right?
you do. Drink
Self.
your greens, yes.
And that's the only way you can like get free and get out of this world. Because sometimes New York, like now that I live in New York, I tell people like I can't travel like that because I live in New York and I gotta try to take care of this.
You
right.
have to take care of home. You be like, I gotta be at home to work. Sure.
Okay.
I would love to be away, but yeah, I need to be home to make that money.
So I think like self-care is a good way to like get free, but still be still in the city and just deal with like I'm in New York and there's piss and shit everywhere, but mentally I'm okay.
Yes, so y'all know we always like talk about self-care and how important that is, and I recently just started doing self-care Sundays with Daaj. I post the blog on Loft Life, loftlifenyc.com. You could check those out. And last week I was kind of just talking about how like I unwinded on that Sunday by getting my hair done. I got my braids. I just noticed that all three of us have
Got braids.
We got braids
now.
now.
Shout out to the
Or
braids.
even Quana.
And it's kind of just gonna be a lifestyle segment, a new lifestyle segment on Loft Life or whatever. Basically, how the week can be super busy, super overwhelming, work, get things done, but then Sunday just taking that day to unwind because it's important to be focused. We all chasing a dream, trying to be successful or whatever, but definitely taking care of yourself, taking time out of your week to just be res time, be IV time, be Daaj time. It's super important.
I started to like masturbate for self-care,
What?
which is really good. Get a little
That has always
vibrator.
been my self-care.
A vibrator. I told you about my pink pony. Well, that's what I call her. And it's funny that I call her a her, but whatever.
Cause she pink.
But like this little bullet taking me to places I ain't never. It's like a real jolt. Like my whole body be like, like, and then I feel so free after. And it's
Yes,
just like,
Ivy, get free, girl.
so I just realized, like, I mean, that's a different way I've been taking care of self, and it's just amazing.
And
I
wanted to say in the article though that I wrote, well, in the blog post that I wrote last week, I was saying how with the braids, so like this is the first time, y'all can't see me, but this is the first time I got color in my braids.
That's
and
a
they
fact.
so long, like I like them, but I'm still getting used to the color. Like I definitely like my black hair, but I hadn't been to work. Like it was on an off day, and then I had like a few off days before I was going back to work. So you know how that go when you getting yourself prepared for the, oh my God, how long did that take? But oh my God, that's extensions with, whatever. So I kind of wrote in my article how like I'm 100% comfortable now with my braids in like corporate America, the same way that I'm comfortable like in a room with y'all. And I think that that's important. And I love how like Black girls are so comfortable. We're expressing ourselves through our hair. Braids is so like back in now.
And I think they never really left.
They never left.
They
did
never
for
me.
They
really there was a point.
Right, exactly.
They did for
never
me.
left,
Like my
but-
mom kept my
yes.
hair in braids as a kid up to like high school.
Right.
That when I was able to start going to the hair salon on the regular,
And it was
like,
a weave or a wrap always.
Yeah, I never wanted braids
Yes.
until like last year. Is when
Really?
I got box braids for the first time in my life last year for my 24th birthday.
In your life, girl.
In my
no.
life, box braids. I always had like cornrows, but I never had like box braids.
See, I think I got mine's. It could have even been like 3 years ago, but definitely like that high school, early college years was no braids was.
It was
being
just
thought of getting in my head. Like it was definitely they never left, but you know what I mean. Like it was all the girls was doing.
No, I hear.
The weaves and things.
Right.
So
always
For me, it was. I'm listening to y'all, but like I'm the totally opposite. When I mean they never left, they never left. I like would keep my hair in micros. That's like how dedicated. Yeah, because I'm an island kid from the South. I noticed going to college and understanding different cultures, like how in the North, women like to have their hair pressed, but it's too hot for that shit over here. Okay.
Oh yeah, down
My
south,
naps.
You're right.
My naps will always be naps.
That's
in
true.
that mind.
That's why I was
Okay?
saying with these
That's
color
true.
braids, I feel like even if I was down south, they will be more of a thing for me. Like I'm comfortable with them, but I will be more like I feel like I should be with some Daisy Dukes, with these long old blonde braids. Like it's a Southern thing. Like my mom is from Florida, so being down there, like my cousins, everybody always had braids.
So you saw that too?
Yes, for sure. And I used to get them with my real hair, like when I was younger, but
No, my mom
it's definitely a Southern.
couldn't tame my hair, so she kept it in braids. Like she's to this day, my mom does know, like she doesn't know anything about braids. Like her hair is like locked, but I just always had to go to the lady on the 5th floor to get my hair braided, and she used to braid it super tight. So when I got to high school, I
braids
said,
and
you know
beads.
what, Ma, give me my $20. I need a washing set. And then like last year when I went on vacation, I got a weave. And I'm like, I spent all this money on a weave when I could have got braids and it would have been bomb. And then I went and got me some straight
get
racks,
my hair done,
and I loved braids ever since. Like
every
again,
time I get my hair done, though, I feel like I'm in a debate about how much I done paid for it, and I'm like, yo, if I would have paid, like, sometimes how much the braids come out to, I'm like, dang, if I would have added 50 more, I could have got me a weave. Like, Shorty played. She did not say she was not including the hair this time. Nah.
So how was it uncomfortable for you to like step into corporate America? Because like that, like yes, we are embracing our hair.
Like I hear things. I even hear things like, "No, you look best with your hair straightened," and it's like we all Well, I
had a coworker
feel
say that to you?
prettier with. I feel best. Like I love when my hair is straight. The best, of course. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of girls. I'm not speaking for all girls, but a lot of us.
right.
Feel like that. I'm
Like
sure
a fresh
everybody
washer
loves
set
it.
with
Yes,
the-
you love
the
it.
laid edges,
Right,
can't
or
tell
if
me
you're
anything.
fortunate enough, to go get you some popping bundles, some straight, you just you feeling yourself, But so people at work, they have made those comments like, this too much. I like you best with your straight
Nah,
hair,
they
your
shouldn't feel
natural
comfortable
hair.
saying that.
Right? Like that'd be too much. But I work with a lot of Asian ladies too, and them Asians, they just be saying what they want to say, but
Wow.
No,
it be
right.
some of them love the ones that come in to shop, they love it. Like the men and the women, they always love it. Your hair is so fabulous, it's so gorgeous, they always compliment. But just even from working, like I was comfortable with going to work, but that's what I'm saying, like it was an anticipation, like
What are they gonna
a
say?
built up, of just going in knowing like, all right, let me hurry up and get this first day over with, of showing them the new hairstyle, because that's
No, it's true. Hold on. Y'all laughing, but I really would love for our listeners to definitely engage and tell your story, because everybody has the story of first day back with the new do. I do too. Like, I do too, but I normally keep it in braids and in faux locks and
I wish I would love to be able to like do mine in one big braid like that or something, but it's a lot of braids. Even if I put it in a bun, the bun is super, super huge. So it's hard to even tame them going to work. Cause that'd be cute, put it in a bun.
Well, that's what I
got a lot of braids though.
For we can't really do like hair tutorials or whatever, but we got like same size braids, but I also have a half a head of hair. So that's how I really pay.
That's a whole difference.
I really pay less because I don't play.
I have box braids too.
I'd be like, y'all ain't, but I got a lot of hair. Y'all seen it. I put them in braids. And I make them chunkier and then I style them.
Yeah.
Because but that's why I've always loved braids because I could style my hair however I want. I do wear my hair. So very convenient.
They're so convenient, yo.
It's that relaxing feeling when you don't have to worry about what to do to your hair in the morning.
30-40 minutes cut down of extra time, especially like natural hair. Straight into is like, okay, you just unwrap it, but when it's like natural, you gotta undo them twists, shake out that twist out.
I gotta get that hair in a bun and tame that
bun. Man, you gotta wet it.
But everybody has their own thing. Like hair is all about maintenance. Because even though I know like girls who have straight hairs and they have their wrap, they still got to pull out that flat iron real quick. Too, so. I think the last time, I don't think I've ever owned a flat iron in my life. Like I actually went and purchased one. Yeah. I think the last time I've actually put weave in my hair was in 2010. And I think I did like a cap, an invisible like part type shit. Ever since then, my hair has either been natural or in braids.
Yeah, and that helps. That's a
great. I kind of want to do a challenge like that.
It does. So speaking on that, I kind of want to go into what this Sunday was all about for me. It kind of kicked off my 30-day challenge, which for me is like I never cheat with meat or whatever, but I want to make sure that I totally stick to having my green juice every day. So 30 days of green juice every day. And
I might be able to do that.
Sugar, like strict no sugar and a green juice every day. And that could be usually my main ingredients are spinach, kale, avocado, almonds, ginger, and cinnamon. And then you could put like a green apple in to sweeten it or whatever, or if you do like a vanilla protein powder or something. But the apple is fine. A green apple is fine, but it does give natural sugar. But that's my challenge. And I feel like, even something as simple as like washing your face at night with makeup, it be things that like we're supposed to do every day, but we always forget.
Last night I was so tired. But I have white bedding, so it's like I have to wash my face. So I slept on the couch. Like I can't move. But I woke up in my clothes. I felt so bad.
What's something that like y'all want to take on that's like a 30-day challenge, something that you need to do every day or something that you would like to do every day or something you want to incorporate, whether it's you don't need to go to the gym every day, but even if it's I
want to meditate. Like I really feel like that, like even though like I don't speak to anyone before 11 for the most part, and I feel like that's my time, but I don't really meditate. I'm either reading or something. Like I do want to take some time to really like master that.
I saw Kanye posted another tweet and it said something about how like when you wake up, don't grab your phone or do anything in the morning. Just like spend that time to yourself, at least an hour, and just see how different, just take that time to yourself. And that's a great time to like meditate or whatever, but you gotta definitely do that. I'm gonna check up on you, make sure you meditate and get you time in. So what about you, Rez?
I was gonna say, that's a good one. I was gonna say we should definitely think of something realistic, and it's not that hard. Just get that app, mindful app, inside Headspace. So your challenges should be
use it.
To use it.
Because, like, they'll send me reminders, like, I think you need a breather. Like, sis, I'm outside. Is it a time for a pause? But that's true. I need to like
and you could go in, manipulate it, and have them set the reminder at 10 a.m. so that you could be like, let me do it. It doesn't take much. I normally meditate in the morning. I'll pick up both of you guys. And I'll once I get my hands on a blender, I could do the juice.
I got mine off of Groupon. I got a NutriBullet. It was like $50. It was refurbished, but it worked for me every day. So
I have that. And
use
I don't
Groupon,
use
y'all.
I need to. I definitely need to use it.
What, Groupon?
No, the
or
bullet.
the blender. Yeah.
Girl, yeah, you sleep because
Like I'm asleep. Like we have it, but no one uses it. Like we use it to like make margaritas.
Nah, you need to use it because you know what? The difference you feel like
some Coco Lopez.
You feel such a difference. Your energy just be all the way different from like getting nothing. When I eat my pancakes in the morning, when I have my juice, it's a different story. I'll be on go.
I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do. This is gonna sound crazy, but I can challenge myself to put on lotion after I take a shower.
For
that is
days,
so
no. That's the thing.
Can we get into that? Because everyone thinks that you're like that's kind of hard to do when you're always in a rush in New York City. Like even with these jeans, I put on lotion on the parts I can see. Like, all right,
the whole thing.
I try the lotion,
bro,
after every shower because
I remember you said one day like, "Oh, don't put on lotion. You have to use coconut oil, then put on lotion." I'm like, sis,
what?
You dad said that to me. You was like, you can't just be putting on lotion on your skin.
I didn't say that.
You gotta put oil. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take this Jergens and it's gonna work because
Jergens does work.
I probably said you need to do it right after the shower, like when your pores still open, not when they dry, because then you just like slapping lotion on top of dry skin. I don't know. I don't use coconut oil then lotion. I would love to be one of those coconut oil shea butter.
Mm-hmm. I will actually I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna go ahead and find me an African and get some shea butter off the street, and then like, cause like I'm like trying to step into the self like love moment. So I'm all about like I'm a touching. So let me just touch on myself and
yes. Your scrubs. I was proud when I went to Lush and finally got my lip scrub. I was like,
really?
Yes. The body scrub and all of that. I would love to make my own, but hopefully maybe we could hit up Bree and see.
Right, we need Bree for that.
She
there
bottling packaging some up anytime. Because they be expensive, but they're really like home ingredients.
I wanted to get a face shoe soon too. Like, but people they was charging like one of them was starting at like $110, and I'm like, sis,
they're
like,
Groupon.
Oh yeah,
Definite.
but the last time I got something off of Groupon, like I got a wax off of Groupon, they sent me to this little shop on 14th Street, and I was hurt after. Like I thought it was like, oh, the chocolate wax, that sounds so exotic. No, they still use the paper. Like I don't like that one. So
Just
Groupon don't be giving the best options.
Ask me places when you be needing.
Okay,
ask me.
Investigate definitely.
I go to Hiba, so for the ladies in New York City, Hiba is my waxing studio. It's like Indians.
Okay. You don't like a European waxing center? Because
I've never been.
I like European waxing center because well, for those who do go get waxes, they don't use paper. Like they use the wax, they just put it on your skin and it dries, and then that's what they rip. Like sometimes with the paper, like it just that really hurts because it's like they put in the hot oil, then put in the paper, and then ripping. It just
I don't know. Mine was definitely traumatic at first because I'm dramatic and shit. It don't feel good.
They were laughing at me.
You know what's my thing now? You need to relax, y'all. Take deep breaths because before I was tensing up each time. You know when it's about to happen and that junk hurts. So you really gotta just relax your whole body. Take a deep breath and then
I try not to go when I'm heavy on the bushy smalls because that's when it hurts the most. Like you want to go when it's like a grain of rice.
I need a
like
wax so bad. I don't even want to tell the world, but they shave it right first with the clippers.
Well, that means you've been walling because that never happened. They usually sis,
like
5 to 6 weeks, not 3 months in between. 5 to 6 weeks, you get your wax. You be waiting till you can braid the hair to get the wax. That's why.
Nah, I used to be on top of it, but
exactly, like some people,
right now, I ain't been on top of it, but it's about to warm up.
I've never had a wax.
It's
I
about to
never
warm
think
up.
I
Never?
will. I don't know. Maybe if like
Just try
I have
one.
a show, like if I have a show where I have to, but if you fucking me, you gotta just deal
Wait,
with
do
it.
you shave?
Do you
I
shave?
shave.
You shave.
Yeah, but I'm not
you don't
gonna
do
wax.
wax.
No.
Why?
Again, I have a low tolerance for pain. I was like crying over threading.
Okay. No,
so what you expect from me?
But I cried threading. But do you always cry? I only cried
The first time I got my eyebrows waxed, I backhand slapped the lady.
Ooh.
My hand just went up.
The reason why I like waxing is because
So-
even when I shave, like
It come back
in
quicker,
3
it come back
days,
heavy.
And you just gonna have to do.
It come back quicker.
that's
it
a
come
lot.
back
And you be in the
heavy.
shower dumb
The
long,
waxing,
you get hot.
you be in the shower forever.
You
Your
gonna have
hands
to
be
do
about to fall off.
You
The
get
waxing
fatigued. My body, I feel like I worked
is
out.
clean.
Yeah.
The waxing
You
is
gotta be
clean.
all the way behind
First of all,
your
y'all
ear.
talking about like ladies.
what?
Have anybody watched Janelle
Yes.
Monáe's music video?
Come
No, I haven't.
Pink. Oh my, Pink is. Oh my God, she talks about like. She really embraces the concept of a pussy, and she's just yes. And like, there's a scene where they're having like a pajama party, and she like they put extra hair on the girl, and I was like, yes, I personally don't have a problem with having hair on my pussy. I have no
Well,
problem.
clearly
with it.
I don't because it's on there right now. But
Exactly, and it grows for a reason. Like it grows for a reason.
I mean, it is to
You
protect-
measure it the way you want
I
to
remember
measure
I had
it,
a black
but-
gynecologist, a woman, that she was like, you ain't supposed to be getting them waxes. She had like an office at a brownstone in Brooklyn, and she was like, that hair's supposed to be down there, blocking all of that bacteria and all of that stuff. She was like, I don't do that. I'm like, some people don't.
Some people have irritation. I know somebody who was considering laser removal because it affects you, so you do what's best for you.
Right.
And I just know that's not my route. Like I said,
Right.
if I got a show and I got to be clear, like down there, I'm going to do it for a show, but I'm not going to do it for a mate because that's not me. So I'm not like, so you just got to deal.
Like, I don't know if this is personal, but has like someone ever complained about the hair?
I have had complaints.
Complaints?
And I'm like, okay.
I never
Right,
had.
I'm a nair kind of girl, but that shit smell like
No.
badussy.
I never had no complaints, but I definitely had like a joke if a dude voluntarily done went down there when it was Bushy Central, and he voluntarily did his thing, and then we'll
It
make a
depends
joke
on how
like,
much I like you. Because if I
You
like
need
you
to
a lot,
shave
I
that
might
area.
shave.
You know,
If I don't really care,
No, I'm not shaving. You gotta wait. I need to get a wax.
just sift through the bushes. It's there.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
all there.
It's fine.
Just
navigate.
Nah.
Follow your nose.
like I try. I mean, being in a relationship, I try to like maintain like that healthy balance. Because,
But I always let them know. Like, I would never just
I
put
would
it out there, bust it open, and it's all hairy. Like, here you go. And it's hairy. But if I would let them know, and then they be like, girl, I don't care about all that. I'd be like, all right. Okay. I warned you.
I'm dead.
Get over it, cause I don't know. I don't ask for it. So.
Shaving, though, I feel, well, clearly you don't do it all the time. You don't care. You fine with having hair. But definitely if you like maintained it and did it all the time, waxing is better. Just because shaving the ingrowns, I feel like you get the ingrown hairs.
It's
come
just
back
too much.
quicker.
I'm just not
Yeah.
that. Like, I've always been the shaving, like the removal cream, because I'm also scared. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'll always be scared that I'm gonna cut myself. So it's
No,
like,
if I shave it, I just put a lot of soap.
yeah, that too. I use like a lot of soap, but like as it's going like down, like I use Nair. Like for the top, yeah, I can shave. I can see that right there, but like,
You put Nair down there?
yeah, you're not supposed to.
I've known you're not supposed to.
Wow.
You ain't supposed to put Nair down there.
Oh, I've been using
Nowhere
Orvie.
near down there.
And then the saddest thing
Yeah,
is a
seriously.
lot.
Oh,
It
I'm
say it
learning.
there on the bottle. You're
Yeah,
not supposed to put
a lot of people
Nair
do it all
down
the
there,
time.
girl.
Well, it be working.
So hopefully,
It be working, but I'm gonna definitely keep that in mind. But I'm probably still going to
So
use
okay,
Nair.
green, and we could take a note out of each other's books because
Right.
all of us had great little 30-day challenges. So
Yeah.
my
So
green
my-
juice challenge,
I'm
your
gonna meditate.
meditation, and you
She gonna put some
lotion
lotion on.
in.
we're not gonna call apply lotion. Let me just moisturize my skin. every day.
Moisturize.
Yes, that's the word.
Touch yourself. But yeah, this was fun.
The sun is about to start coming out too, so
this week
you know how
is
we do
going
for
to be
this
breaking.
melanin.
Listen,
Hit us up real
this
good.
is gonna be. Y'all
I
gonna see
don't
the
like
glow.
summers in New York City though, so it's about to be I love spring, I love fall. Summer is hot as hell. The pavement is hot. The heat is bouncing off the buildings.
Yep.
It's just be a lot happening.
No, I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for summer. I'm ready to be in
Summer
Atlanta,
nights is cool,
y'all.
though.
We will be in Atlanta
We
next
will.
month for the Carefree Black Girl Festival. So make sure y'all RSVP.
That's crazy.
So
We went from
that-
cookout to festival. Look how God be working.
Right. So Atlanta, come out, show out,
May
bring
12th.
a friend.
Visit our website, carefreeblackgirl.com, to find out all about the deets. Carefree Black Girl, the girl is without the I.
Right. And definitely tell us about what you definitely tell us about your self-care tasks that you want to do, your challenges this month. Talk to us on Twitter at CFBGPod, as well as Instagram, CareFreeBlackGirl_Inc.
You can also donate to the cause. You know, the ladies here, we grinding and we're growing. So we're on Patreon, www.patreon.com/CareFreeBlackGirl. Yes, engage with us. Email us also at carefreeblackgirlpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know your story, your hair journey, the day back, your first day back from work. And also the one, it doesn't have to be a huge challenge, just a challenge that you could get done.
Right?
Very realistic and grounded. Self-care challenge.
You can meditate with Ivy, put some lotion on with Rez.
You stupid.
Juice with Daaj.
Juice with Daaj. I'm juicing it once I get my hands on the blender.
Yeah, I need to use the NutriBullet for its purposes because them pina coladas and margaritas do not be doing me no justice.
Not at all.
Good night, guys.
All right.
Good night.
Shop Amazon for last minute gifts. Great deals for everyone on your list. Gifts for mom and gifts for dad. Even for your sister and your brother Chad. Ah shoot, we didn't realize we were supposed to get a gift for our dog walker guy. We almost forgot about our dentist Dr. Kerr. We didn't expect to get a gift from her. Or our cousin, I forget his name. He got us something nice, better reciprocate. For last minute deals on gifts for people you forgot. Get fast and free shipping at Amazon.